Hey YouTube, in today's video, I just wanted to go over some of the other options that you can do with your box truck if you're thinking about getting into the box truck game. I know everybody's on the Amazon Prime thing, and don't get me wrong, I am too, but like I said in my last video, if there's anything that somebody's willing to pay you for to put into your box truck, take the job. As long as, you know, it's within reason and the pay is good. To me, there's two types of truckers. And there's two types of truckers out there in the field too. Those that touch freight and those that don't touch freight. Me, I'm kind of impartial. I don't really care which way I go, as long as the pay is good and the labor is not too crazy. So back in the day when I had my CDL Class A, I was actually a mover. And of course, moving, you got to touch all the freight. So, you know, I'd load up my tractor trailer, two guys with me, and we go out and, you know, deliver a whole house or load up a whole house, either or. And then there's the guys that also have to touch their freight, like flatbed drivers and Amazon. You have to get a pallet jack and you have to actually load and unload your truck. So that's one type of driver that has to touch the freight. And there's several forms of that. And then you have the other type of driver that may be power only, tractor trailer power only, or they just got loads that they don't touch. Like I remember back when I was driving tractor trailer, it was when a lot of the Walmarts in the Richmond area were actually getting renovations. So all I did was drag trailers from one Walmart to another, and I never had to touch anything. That's fun, don't get me wrong. That is idealistic, especially if the pay is good. That means you don't have to get out the truck. You basically just pick up one trailer and drop one trailer off. Or with a box truck, you back up to the dock, let them load it, and then you drive to another location, back up to that dock and let them unload it. So, you know, that's the best case scenario, especially when if the pay is really good. But if you have a box truck, and like I said in the last video, it seems like Amazon is getting real stingy with the 26-foot box truck loads. So if you got a 24 to 26-foot truck, you want to keep that thing on the road, especially if you're renting. If you did all this work to go just for Amazon and you're not getting loads, I see certain loads, certain parts of the country, they're just not there. So you want to find other ways to make money with that truck. Of course, there's DAT, there's all types of load boards where you can get loads at. I don't know if people know out there, but there's also local loads that you can get with your box truck. So just for the sake of it, and another option that I'm looking at in my area, in the Richmond, Central Virginia area, is a company called, and I would do this on my computer, but I don't have a capture card on my computer, so I'm actually gonna have to do this on my phone. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go on my phone and show you guys some of the jobs that might be local in your area. Now, Richmond, Virginia is not a large city by any stretch of the imagination, but we do have a decent population here. So I actually called a couple of these companies and see what their rates were for having your own 24 to 26-foot box truck with the lift gate. This is touch freight, so you will be moving this stuff, but the pay it's actually pretty decent for not leaving the state and basically not leaving the Richmond Tri-Cities area. So I'll be within a 50-mile radius if I were to take one of these gigs. So looking at my phone here, I'll go to jobs. We'll go to all jobs just to make it easy. Then I'll type in box truck. Now, when you look at some of these jobs here, I've already clicked on some of them. They have 26-foot. If you wanted to start off as a driver, there's actually jobs in the Richmond area, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, Richmond is not the biggest of markets, so I'm pretty sure in bigger cities there's actually more box truck driving jobs, and these are non-CDL jobs. So when I click on that, growing company looking for full-time and part-time 26-foot box truck drivers in the Richmond and surrounding areas. So that's a job right there. It doesn't actually say what it's paying. It is a full-time job though. Let's get out of that one. This one that I clicked on right here, box truck, no, wait a minute, that's not the one. So this one right here is from 4 days ago. See active DOT and MC number. So with the FMCSA, 24 to 26 foot box truck, lift gate, 1 million motor truck and auto liability, 1 million motor cargo liability. So this right here is a contractor job. Doesn't say the pay, but this right here is a contractor job that if you had a box truck and let's say you're not getting the loads that you want, or the loads are going too far out and they're not paying enough, this is would be a local job that you can actually go to. And I mean, it'll be like a job, which, you know, I'm kind of against, but at the same time, they don't pay like a job. It's not like you're gonna be making, you know, 600 bucks, 700 bucks a week. Actually, from what I've seen, here goes the other one right here. So this one right here says 13 hours ago, final mile opportunity. This one is actually home delivery carrier network opportunities from JB Hunt. Everybody should know who JB Hunt is, and you see the average pay right there, $3,750 average weekly settlement. So that's basically $750 a day. So the way I'm calculating my operating costs, I would like ideally to make $600 a day. So at basically $750 a day, that's optimal for me. Now this is touch freight, so you'll be delivering to people's houses and you know, dealing with customers directly, which is something I'm very used to. Now, if you're not used to that and you want to get into a truck to basically get away from people, then this wouldn't be for you. It says if you have experience in furniture delivery and installation. So I would hope they charge, or you get a different price if you're going to actually be installing things. But when they say install things, I'm thinking refrigerator, a washer and dryer, hook the hoses up. Nothing crazy, you know, stack them, the stackable washers and dryers. So you stack them, you hook them up, nothing crazy. That's what I'm thinking when I see that. You'll be driving around locally. When I say local, I would guess no more than 100 miles, 150 miles locally. So diesel isn't gonna kick your butt at no expense, really. Diesel really shouldn't eat up your wallet. You know, it's probably a more tiring job because you're doing home deliveries. I'm pretty sure you would need more equipment other than just the standard pallet jack. You probably would need an appliance dolly, you know, but for $750 to $800 to be around your area on a constant basis, well, another thing with this, you'll probably have to hire somebody too. So that would eat into your expenses for the week. But at the same time, if you're getting this type of money Monday through Friday, and let's say you can do those other 2 days, or those other 2 days you can go take some loads on the DAT board, then, you know, that actually might be worth it for some guys. But I'm showing you guys this to say, don't get hooked on Amazon or discouraged by what Amazon is lacking. For tractor trailers, Amazon loads are infinite, and everybody's for tractor trailers infinite. If I had a tractor trailer or I was getting my CDL again, it's infinite. Wherever you want to go, how often you want to go there, it's always there. But for the box trucks, you got to be a little bit more crafty. There's another one on here that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, here goes the other one. So the other one is a company called XPO Logistics. And I actually called these people and talked to them. It says average potential earnings, 150,000 plus annually, which is not bad if you're just starting off. I mean, you think about when you start off with a tractor trailer and you're doing like, you know, 33 cents a mile, your first year driving tractor trailer for a company, you're gonna make like 40 grand. It's not gonna be glamorous whatsoever. So if you've taken this route, even if you're renting a truck and you go into the practice of doing something like this, which like I said, I called these people. What this company actually is the company that delivers for Lowe's. So when you order a lawnmower for Lowe's, when you order one of the pergolas, when you order pallets of sand or mulch or something, this is the company that actually gets contracted out to deliver that stuff for Lowe's. So basically, when I called them, they said you got 15 to 16 deliveries a day, and this is 7 days a week. So at that rate, it's $44 a delivery. Okay, $44 a delivery. You got 15 to 16 loads a day, so you're making at least $660 a day, 7 days a week. So that's over $4,000. a week, but you'll be working 7 days a week. He literally said if it's not raining or not raining, he literally said if it's not a holiday or Lowe's is not closed, they're working. So that means, I mean, let's say for me, just starting off, I'm looking at this as maybe I can do this for the first 6 months just to put my nest egg away, hurry up and pay off my truck. You know, $4,000 a week, that's nothing shabby. Yeah, it's physical work and I do have to have an employee, but like I said, these are the pros and cons. So with the other job, it was Tuesday through Saturday. This is 7 days a week. So this company, XPO Logistics, think about all the Lowe's in your area, and that's not just the Richmond area. So every city has a few Lowe's or Home Depots that you deal with or whatever. And there's companies like this that actually does the deliveries, and you can be that guy or gal. So there's just another avenue that someone can take if they're not enamored with Amazon. Don't get me wrong. I think Amazon, and I hope Amazon really takes off once the peak season gets here. But if it doesn't, then I know Lowe's is going to, I know Home Depot is going to, and JB Hunt is going to. Things are going to move regardless of what. It's just up to you to decide how much you're willing to make it successful. So in the grand scheme of things, that there's two companies, and then that there's a third one in there. So there's XPO, JB Hunt, and there's another company on here, the one that said box truck contractors needed, that doesn't give the price, but they're looking for 26-foot box trucks. That's 3 different companies in my area alone where I can basically get my truck up and running. So let's say I wanted to, and 2 of them are straight up jobs. One of them is kind of like a contractor position where you can come and go as you please. And that's kind of what I like. I like the freedom. I don't want to be tied to a logistics company that wants me to be there, is looking for me, basically. On the DAT boards, nobody's looking for me. They haven't been looking for me. They don't even know that I exist until I call them and say, can I take your load? Other than that, I don't want anybody really looking for me. That way, if I want to go on vacation, if I want to take a week off, nobody's looking for me. But with the XPO position, they're looking for you. It's almost like a job. You're going to be there every day making money, unless you decide to quit. I guess that would be the scenario, because it is a job. So when it comes to what you can do with your truck, keep it moving at all costs, because that's the name of the game. You're not getting into this, and I'm not getting into this to go easy with it and not make a whole bunch of money and make the business successful in the long run. And especially if you want to get to the point where you have employees. So it is very important that you look in your area at every option, DAT boards, Amazon Relay, and local delivery services that you can use to put your truck to work. And just like tractor trailer drivers do, they try different things out to see what works for them. And you might be the person that actually likes the physical aspect of it. I consider myself to be in shape a little bit, so I don't mind the physical aspect of grinding a little bit every day. I moved furniture for 6-7 years, so it's not a big deal to me to do some refrigerators and some couches and a couple stoves and washer and dryers. It's not a big deal to me. Plus, you let the equipment do the work. It's not really that big of a deal unless you're going up 6 flights of stairs and there's no elevator. Then that's when it really becomes a problem. But I'm pretty sure there's compensation for that type of stuff too. So if you're going to do it and I got to expel that amount of energy, I'm pretty sure there's compensation for that. There was in the moving industry, so I'm pretty sure it is on that front too. As far as what I'm seeing on YouTube, a lot of guys seem to be a little skittish when it comes to pulling the trigger because Amazon is, maybe changing their algorithm to where it's not as favorable for box trucks. It is what it is. You can't depend on that one company to begin with, and I wouldn't advise anybody do that. So there are many other ways to get a box truck rolling. Actually, in the Richmond area, my area in particular, when I drive down the road and look at some of the warehouses, all I see is 26-foot box trucks lined up, and these are company trucks. So there's more than enough out there. You just have to keep your eyes open and be willing to possibly, be a all hands on with your freight. And, as long as it's worth it to you, which you know, $4,000 or so dollars, $3,700 to $4,000 a week, it will be worth it for me. Now, if I get an employee to help me, because you're gonna have to get somebody to help you if you're moving furniture, refrigerators and stoves. You know, I got my son, I got my brother. I can pay them decent money each week. You know, I'm driving, it's all my equipment, but I still can pay them pretty decent and still make out pretty good for the week to where I can actually grow this business. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there for a lot of you guys out there that might be a little skittish when it comes to what you can do with your box truck at all costs. Even if you gotta put your truck on Craigslist, it should never get that bad. It shouldn't get that bad. You can always go to the load boards and find a load. Even if you got to drive a little further, find a way to make that truck run and, you know, become successful. So I just wanted to put this quick video out. Oh, as far as my truck goes, it's Monday. I called the guy today, well, I texted him today, and he got back to me, said they're still waiting on title information. So Lord willing, I can go get my truck this week. And I can't wait to go get it because I'm ready to get started. This month is halfway gone and I haven't even got this stuff out the way yet, but it is what it is. I'm gonna get it. So, you know, I just gotta be patient. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video talking about what you guys can do with your truck and my mind state too, because as soon as I get my truck, I want to hit the ground running. So hopefully anybody who looks at this can take this and see that there are more opportunities for them to get their truck on the road and get it rolling. That's it for this video. Hopefully the next video we'll be flying out to Alabama, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.